Okay, we're going to start on our second page now. Again, we've already painted it and it dries really quickly. So once it's dry and you're ready to go, then you're going to cut a strip of paper, brown piece, and the brown paper is actually the back side of the geometric paper from the papery line, the mocha line. So you're going to cut a strip. Your instructions say about 1.5 inches. This is more like about 2.5 inches, so you can kind of just decide what you want. Sometimes the trimmers, I know it's hard to do a smaller size, so nothing has to be exact. There's no right or wrong width. And we're just going to glue that down the center of the paper where we applied the paint to. And then we're going to take a circle punch. And again, it doesn't really matter what size circle punch you're using. I'm just going to place the circle punch over the paper about halfway through. So you'll see it stops about halfway because I just want a half a circle. And I'm going to go ahead and punch that through. And then I'll turn the paper over and do the same to the other side. Okay, then once you have your 2 slots, you're going to pick whatever ribbon you'd like to use from the ribbon card. And just pull off a good size length. I actually wrapped the ribbon all the way around the back through the little punches that I made onto the front, and then just go ahead and tie it into a knot. And you can decide when you put your photographs on, you can actually kind of move the ribbon up and down if you want the knot to be up higher or more in the middle. Then go ahead and pick out a couple of photographs you'd like for this page and lay it down right over the ribbon. I want the ribbon and the punch to show at the top, and then I want the knot to be below it, the 2 photographs at the bottom. So I'm just going to quickly put some glue on here to hold those in place for now. Put the first one down and the second one right over the top of that. Okay, next you are going to pick 2 more of the pages out of the Spiral Journaling Notebook. So go ahead and look through there, kind of lay them up to your page, decide which design you'd like to use. I've already torn a couple out. And then I used the puffy stickers on the one, and I put Adorable just randomly onto the paper. I'm going to glue that down to the side of my photographs. And then the other journaling page, I'll actually glue down to the other side, and that's where I can actually do my journaling by hand later on. So let me just go ahead and apply those real quick. Okay, then after you have put your journaling squares on, the next thing you're going to do is take your dimensional stickers, and I'm actually going to use the 2 corner pieces to put on my photographs. I'm going to use one on the bottom photograph, and you can line it up how you'd like to. If you have something on your photograph you don't want to cover and you want to put it a little bit further off, that's okay too. And then I'm going to put the top one up on the top corner of my photograph. Okay, then once I applied the top dimensional sticker to the top photograph, the next step we're going to do is just take kind of your extra supplies that you have, and we're just going to embellish the page how you'd like to. I'm going to add a couple of more brads to my page. So I'm going to take my paper piercer. Again, I like to start the hole, and then the brad goes through a whole lot easier. And I'm going to put some brads down here on my journaling block. I haven't written on it yet, but you can write on that later. And I'll just poke a couple of holes. And I'm going to use the square gem brad. Put it through the bottom hole. And I'm also going to use a glitter brad that comes in the packet. I'm going to put that through the second hole. And then I'll just turn the page over and open the prongs up in the back so it'll hold those nice and tight. Then I'm also going to add a piece of ribbon like I did the first page. Again, I just cut about a 2-inch strip of ribbon. You can pick whichever one you'd like to. Fold it in half, kind of on a diagonal, so you get a little bit more dimension to your page. I'm going to add that to the side of my journaling block. Use the paper piercer the same way I did before. I want to make sure and get a good hole in there because the fibers of the ribbon sometimes get caught up on the brad. So make sure you've got a good hole that's gone all the way through both layers of the ribbon, through the journaling square plus also your page. So you're going through 4 layers. And then your brad will just slip right through. Go ahead, open it up in the back so it's nice and tight. And then your second page is complete. All you need to do is add a little bit more journaling. And then once you add your journaling to personalize your page, your project is now complete.